Brother and sister veterans, we're here today with Eric Trump, and it's a great day.
I want to make sure everybody knows that Admiral Kubik was with us from the very beginning. He was back in '16 and is a real warrior. I was so glad some of the Navy senior flag officers were standing up. That Flynn.
Hey everybody, Brick Suit here. I am in a fabulous event for President Trump rally hosted by Turning Point Action. And I know we all love our veterans, but there's a group out there you really check out. It's Veterans for America First. They support all sorts of America First candidates, and they have a veteran focus that I'm sure you're going to like because we love our veterans. President Trump loves our veterans. Give them a look-see.
Hey, what's up, man? It's Fitzgerald Veterans. I want to give a shout out to Veterans of America, Veterans First. We need to put more respect on our veterans and not our illegal immigrants. Trump 2024.
Hey folks, it's John Rich here, Veterans for Trump, incredible organization. We love our vets. Without men and women willing to sacrifice and die if necessary for our country, we wouldn't have a country. We all know that. Much respect and much love. God bless you.
Perfect.
Hey, Congressman Mike Collins here. Listen, a big shout out to Veterans for America First, organization out there doing great things, backing candidates and helping our veterans, people who really need your help and deserve all the gratitude. Debt we could never repay them. Thank you for what you're doing. Keep up the hard work.
To all the veterans out there, especially Veterans for America First, we have got to deliver Trump victory. God bless, let's save this country.
Hi, it's House Republican Conference Chair Elise Stefanik, representative for New York's 21st Congressional District. Thank you to Veterans for America First for all your hard work. We know that President Trump strongly supports our veterans, and our veterans must turn out to vote for him. Thank you very much. Let's save America.
Hey, Georgia and Veterans for Donald J. Trump. You are the reason President Trump prioritizes national security because we do not want to send our sons and daughters to fight another man's war anymore. You guys are the reason we are safe and secure in this country, and it's about time we put a commander-in-chief back in office to prioritize our veterans and our armed forces. Vote DJT.
Hey everybody, it's former Congressman Doug Collins, also Colonel, United States Air Force Reserve. For our America First veterans out there, thank you for the service, thank you for the work. We got a lot of work ahead. You keep doing what you're doing, we always got your back.
Hey, Congressman Jim Jordan here. Just want to say thank you for helping Veterans for America First and all the great work they're doing.
And thank you for helping me in my campaign. You were my first endorsement. So too was Chairman Jordan. Let's get out of it. Thank you.
So much. That is wonderful. And thanks for all you guys do. You're amazing. It's wonderful to be a part of this Veterans for Trump family. So keep staying strong. We have a country to save.
Working overtime, we've got to do our part too. And one of the things I look forward to, and I'm very grateful for, we've got Jared and Stan and Veterans for America First. You know, what they're trying to do is raise awareness and also incentivize and motivate and encourage people to get out and vote, because that's why we're here. That's why we're doing the job we're doing, is to tell people if you go out and vote, you can make a difference in the selection. And I know not one of you wants to wake up on November 6th and go, man, we could have just done a little bit more in Douglas County.
Well, let me just ask before I draw this. Did everybody enjoy the film?
Another person that's not giving up anytime soon. Why? Because Trump announced he's running for presidency is Stan Fitzgerald. Now listen, if you really want to know a patriot and what a patriot look like that puts his money where his mouth at, or at least somebody else's, that actually get behind candidates. When I say America First, that's God, family, country, and Trump. That's everything that we're talking about. Well, this is Stan Fitzgerald.
And thank you so much to Stan Fitzgerald. Where is he? There he is. Thank you so much. You are a great patriot. Thank you both for helping so supporting not only for people like me, President Trump, and for America First and MAGA. So God bless you.
And Stan, where's Stan? Stan is with Veterans for Trump.
Thank you, Martha.
Thank you all. We're honored. I know there are so many organizations.
Thank you. We appreciate all the help. Stanley and Donna Fitzgerald.
Right here, sir.
Thank you very much. It's great. It's great that you're with us. Mike Acton.
Hi, this is Stan Fitzgerald with Veterans for Trump, and I'm here with the sitting Attorney General of West Virginia, Mr. Patrick Morrisey. How are you today, Patrick?
I'm doing great. It's terrific to be with you today. Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you coming on our podcast. Mr. Attorney General, you are running for governor. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about your background?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to start with something very important for veterans. I'm the proud son of a World War II veteran. My dad fought in the Battle of the Bulge, and my mom was a Veterans Administration nurse for many, many, many years. And so I grew up hearing a lot of stories about what happened on the front lines, or how my mom used to care for vets after they came home from foreign wars. And I learned an awful lot. It really helped shape my childhood growing up. And so I was always taught from a very young age to respect anyone who wore the uniform. And so everywhere I go, I always want to say, thank you for your service. So I start with that because at the end of the day, we have to look at the foundation. Where do you come from? What are your values? Because that's going to be very revealing about the decisions that you make in your job. And, you know, I didn't grow up with very much money. In fact, in this race, I'm the only one who's not a product of a, quote, political family who had a name or someone who was elected in politics before. I think people know that I worked hard. I was taught the value of a work ethic, and I was the first in my extended family to graduate from college, and went to college, went to law school, paid my way through college, paid my way through law school, came out on the other end, nearly went bankrupt, but didn't. I fought really hard to avoid that. And then I was very fortunate. I was able to work my way up as a lawyer. I ultimately became a partner and a practice group chair, one of the largest law firms in the country. Did very well as an old healthcare regulatory lawyer. And then I've been serving as the West Virginia Attorney General. I'm in my third term. And we've been able to do some incredible things to help defend our country from federal overreach and help the people of West Virginia move to a whole new level. And I'm running for governor because I'm by far the most qualified person who's worked on the issues West Virginia cares about, who's a conservative and has moved the needle on big issues, economic issues, education issues, cultural issues, things that matter to the people of our state. And there's no one who's going to be more forceful for veterans in terms of looking for and identifying the new economic opportunities for them, ensuring that we're showing respect for their service in terms of what's going on down at the border right now, and addressing the terrible drug plague. We've been working so hard fighting the drug plague, and I've had so many conversations with veterans along the way, and I know of some of the challenges that vets have faced. We want to make sure that the next governor of West Virginia has the full range of experience. You have knowledge and experience from a vet perspective, and from the experience I had growing up, but separately, the experience on state issues to take the state to a whole new level. That's what I have. And, I'm a conservative. I'm a big fan of President Trump. I'm actually the only one in this race who's endorsed President Trump. And I think I can say that we're 4 or 6 weeks after my endorsement. So I'm proud to say that as well. But we're going to do some incredible things in West Virginia to continue protecting jobs, advancing educational attainment, protecting our values, and then taking on the crazy stuff from the woke left. And I'm the only one who's done that. And we're going to continue to do that as governor.
Yes, sir, you have an impressive record as Attorney General. And from what I understand, I read last week you had a decision in the Supreme Court.
Yeah, we just had a huge win against the so-called Waters of the United States rule. This is an awesome thing. We've been working on this for many years. We've helped lead the way. It's not just that we check the box or say that we're for something. We actually are the ones that lead broad multi-state coalitions. We did it against the Waters United States rule. We had an injunction for 25 states. West Virginia led. We just led a 25-state amicus with respect to the most recent Supreme Court win. That was a really big deal. And it matters because for those listening, imagine when the federal government tries to define your backyard ditch or your ephemeral stream as a federal navigable waterway. It's insane. And it distorts the whole purpose of what the Interstate Commerce Clause was all about. You regulate interstate waterways, not try to have land grabs. And that's what the Biden administration is trying to do. I've been out in front stopping the Biden administration, whether it's the Waters United States rule or the forced jab. We've been leading, really pushing back on this fentanyl menace that's happened at the border. The border is an unmitigated disaster a catastrophe. And Biden obviously doesn't deserve to be the commander in chief because he's failed so terribly in this regard. So we've been out in front leading on all of these issues. No one else in the race can say that. They might have one niche here or there that they've done, and I'm not going to be critical of them. We need their voices, we need their ideas, but one person has the proven record of moving the needle on the big issues that matter.
And we totally agree. Mr. Morrisey, can you comment on one last thing before I let you go? I know you're busy.
Yeah.
The weaponization of the government against conservatives both at the federal and state level. I mean, the Biden administration and the Russia gate and all this stuff. And here in Georgia, we have the president's probably going to be indicted with our state chair, David Schaefer. What are your thoughts on all this?
I think it's a very serious issue, which is why I've been so aggressive leading the way to defend the rule of law and why we formed a lot of these multi-state coalitions, right? Because you need people who aren't afraid. There are going to be other people that are going to promise things. But I think when you're looking at leadership into the future, you have to focus on who's taking on the big fights. I've had to face the Bloombergs and the Soros types and all these people that pour money and they go after me personally. I know when we ran for U.S. Senate, you see the money flooding against me. Why? They know that when we take on issues and take on fights, we're serious and we win the vast majority of the time. So we know that there are serious challenges facing our state and our country. The woke left, these ESG movement, and then what's going on at the border. Once again, these folks are trying to change the margins by bringing a lot of people in who have no business coming in legally into our country, no business whatsoever. And so I think the difference that we're going to make here in the office of governor is that you're going to see the states, and especially West Virginia leading, use the full weight and authority of every state agency to push back on the woke left, to push back on the craziness and the federal overreach, that weaponization, if you will. A lot of people talk about taking on the swamp. I'm the only one running for governor, one of the few people nationally that could say, we've taken on the swamp repeatedly and we've won. Our West Virginia v. EPA case, that was probably the single biggest win against the deep state in decades, where we said these unelected bureaucrats don't have the power to reorder the nation's power grid, and they have to have a clear statement rule from Congress. When you look at the rules, the Waters United States rule, and then now the new effort to try to make sure that we're pushing back against Chevron deference, we're leading in all of these fights. That's how you reduce the size and scope of the administrative state. And we've done that before. We're going to keep doing it, pushing back against the feds. And you're going to see West Virginia as a true leader going after unneeded regulations and this terrible woke culture that's been growing and growing.
Well, Mr. Attorney General, we appreciate your leadership and we hope to be calling you governor soon. I've already cleared this with our entire board. They voted unanimously. You have our endorsement and full backing at Veterans for Trump. We'd like to help you get there. So can you steer people to your website?
Absolutely. We want folks to go to patrickmorrisey.com. And if you want to volunteer, let us know. If you want to chip in $5, $25, we're a grassroots campaign. We're going to have the strongest grassroots campaign here in West Virginia. That's how we've always run things. And we have the best qualifications in the field. And I'm particularly grateful for the support of veterans. There's no one that's going to be stronger on veterans issues here in West Virginia. And it's because veterans issues are jobs issues. Veterans issues are healthcare issues. Veterans issues are addressing some of the problems with the drug epidemic in the state. Veterans care about the future of our country. They're patriots who have fought and many who died for our country. And I want to make sure that we're putting West Virginia first. And I've been the one out in front defending the America First agenda more than any other person. Certainly no one in this race can lay claim to that. That's why I'm just excited to be endorsed by you. It means an awful lot, and I'm grateful, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Well, we appreciate that, sir, and we look forward to working with you and get back out on the campaign trail. And thank you for taking time to speak to us.
Thank you so much.
Bye now.